She made one mistake, just one. And the entire room witnessed it. The woman who ruled Rosewood Hill with an unshakable smile was undone in a single, silent instant. Eleanor Whitmore's voice faltered. Her guest stared. And at the center stood the newcomer, calm, composed, and holding the truth like a weapon. This was not simple defiance. It was a public unveiling. The night fear lost its hold. This is the story of the maid who reduced the millionaire's wife to a shadow of her former self. Welcome, story lovers. Tell us where you're watching from, drop your city in the comments so we can see how far our story travels. High above the town, the Whitmore mansion rose like perfection carved from glass and marble. But behind the walls, perfection was demanded, not earned, enforced by Eleanor Whitmore, wife of the wealthy CEO. Her beauty matched her reputation, cold, calculating, and intimidating to all who worked for her. Staff moved quietly, almost invisible, careful not to disturb her presence. When Jasmine Carter, a young black maid, stepped into this world, she felt the weight of every glance. Rumors reached her before her bags were even unpacked. Eleanor's punishments were swift, her authority unquestioned. But Jasmine carried herself differently, quietly assured, with a sharp mind that made her stand out in the rigid hierarchy of the estate. On the surface, she was just another employee. Beneath that calm, she had a gift for reading people, and soon, she would read Eleanor with ease. From the first day, Eleanor tested her. The tasks were designed to overwhelm, polish every piece of silver until it gleamed before lunch, memorize the names and drink preferences of 50 gala guests, and reorganize the study without moving a single document. For most, these were traps. For Jasmine, they were challenges. Eleanor noticed, and it unsettled her. While others avoided her gaze, Jasmine held it without fear. That quiet strength reflected something Eleanor didn't want to see. The games began. One afternoon, with several guests enjoying champagne, Eleanor announced a small test. Jasmine was to name each guest, their profession, and dietary needs on the spot. It was intended to embarrass her. Jasmine's voice remained steady as she answered each flawlessly, then added their preferred wines and exact vintages. The guests laughed, not at her, but at Eleanor's failed attempt. Eleanor's eyes hardened. From that day, the attacks grew more discreet, items misplaced, subtle accusations whispered to her husband, quiet hints that Jasmine was untrustworthy. But Jasmine countered each move with precision, keeping records, double-checking instructions, and never losing composure. The staff began to respect her. Guests started asking for her by name. Then came the charity gala, the highlight of the season, Eleanor's final, very public plan to discredit her. Under crystal chandeliers, with violins playing, Eleanor, stunning in diamonds, assigned Jasmine to serve the VIP table, home to her most powerful allies. Jasmine noticed immediately, the plate before a prominent guest was garnished with shrimp. She also remembered his severe shellfish allergy. This was no oversight. If he ate it, the blame would be hers. In one smooth move, Jasmine replaced the garnish with something safe, smiling as she served. Before anyone could comment, she addressed the guest directly, confirming his allergy from the official catering list. He thanked her warmly, praising her attention to detail. The entire table agreed. Eleanor's plan had just collapsed in full view. By the end of the night, the shift was obvious. Guests sought Jasmine out to thank her. The staff exchanged quiet, knowing glances. Eleanor's smile stayed fixed, but the flawless image she had built for years was breaking. She left early, her exit as sudden as it was silent. Word spread quickly through Rosewood's elite. Eleanor was no longer the feared queen of the hill, she was the woman overshadowed by her own maid. Jasmine never bragged or gloated. She continued her work, her quiet dignity speaking louder than revenge ever could. Sometimes breaking fear doesn't require shouting, only the resolve to stand firm. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more inspiring stories.